Hey guys, welcome back to BA Adventures.
Hi.
So today we are doing a showdown between two Hershey family parks, Silver Dollar City and
Dollywood.
So come with us. So like I said at the beginning, we are doing a showdown between which park has the best things to offer, from food to attractions to rides to shows to theming, so many different things. And we will start off with food. So Ash, you go ahead and you say which park has the best food and why.
Dollywood, hands down. So to me, I love Aunt Granny's restaurant. It is an all-you-can-eat type restaurant. Food is on point. I also like the Front Porch Cafe kind of restaurant as well. The food, I just love it. I didn't think I had a bad really meal per se. I had one bad meal actually, I take that back, at Red's Diner, but that's okay. I didn't hold that against Dollywood. I wasn't hungry at Dollywood at all.
It's good. Well, and Aunt Granny's is a family style restaurant.
Yeah.
So anyway, my choice is different. My choice is actually Silver Dollar City. I think has the best food with their skillets that they have, as well as all of their sausage integrations. I like kielbasa and smoked sausage. And the tater twist and kettle corn are a great addition to Silver Dollar City. And I also think their tasting passports are far advanced beyond Dollywood. Granted, though, Dollywood does have theirs digitally track, but I don't think they do tasting passports as much as Silver Dollar City does. So, my opinion, yes, the sit-down restaurants are great at Dollywood, and I do love Aunt Granny's, don't get me wrong, but I like being able to grab a little bit here, grab a little bit there, and that's why my choice is Silver Dollar City.
So we tied,
So
one
we
to
tied.
one.
It's 1-1. Now, a little tiebreaker here on the food that I'm going to throw in here is the cinnamon bread. We did a video over which park had the best cinnamon bread. We did that all in one day, believe it or not.
They're known for cinnamon bread, both of them.
Yes, both of them have some fantastic cinnamon bread. But we took the time traveler from Silver Dollar City to Dollywood after trying Silver Dollar City's. You can find that video right here up above me. If you click that and watch it, then you can see which park won. So anyway, moving on, we have next, it is the shows.
You're going to go first because I don't know yet.
Have to go first.
I haven't decided.
This is going to surprise many of you, but my choice is Dollywood.
Oh.
I really enjoy the shows they do. They do a fantastic job of bringing in some talent from around the world, as does Silver Dollar City. They do some amazing things, but when it comes to Dollywood, they are set up for shows. Their entire park has several different theaters instead of something that looks like a warehouse, or I'm thinking of the
It's a little harsh.
It is a little harsh. There is the Red Gold Heritage Hall that is up at Silver Dollar City, just outside the Grand Exposition.
I always say expansion.
I always say expansion also. It's exposition. I always have gone in there going, this does not feel like a theater. This feels like a stage. This is a massive warehouse feel. I don't like it. I don't like the atmosphere in there. Now, going into the Opera House is a completely different story because it feels like an actual theater and is very reminiscent to the theater in Dollywood where they bring in, for example, a Gazillion Bubble show, which was amazing. It's a fantastic show. I always talk about this show, and I should stop. But it is an awesome show. I also enjoy the show that they have about the little diner over in the other theater that is off over there by Red's Diner. I cannot think of the name of it. If you guys know the name of that, pop that down below.
I don't remember.
I can't remember the name of it. Brain fart here. Should have wrote it down. That's my fault. But they have a great story there about a group of high school kids that have a diner, two people who fall in love. It's great. It kept me like this the whole time, like, I was staring at it. So for me, Dollywood wins when it comes to shows.
Well, I'm happy you just said all of that because I'm just gonna say ditto. You kind of like changed my mind because I was like very even on that. However, I will say this, like for Dollywood or Silver Dollar City's benefit, I like Silver Dollar City Christmas shows
Yes.
better. But the overall picture of all of them, I'm going to say Dollywood takes the win on that one. Yeah. I really like the drive-in theater show. That probably is one of the winning points for me.
That's the one I was talking about.
Yes. And so I really like that one. Probably one of the best shows in my opinion. Out of all of them. However, Silver Dollar City does bring some great talent in.
Yes, they do.
So
like
yeah.
Belinda.
Yes. Yeah. And then I was thinking about that and I was trying to compare that in my head to the Bubble Show and I was just like, it's even.
Yeah, those two I think are pretty even with the shows. But when it comes to atmosphere and actually sitting inside of there, I think Dollywood takes the cake.
Yep. So Dollywood is at 3. Silver City is 1.
Yes. Now, I do like what you said about the Christmas shows because I do agree. While both parks do a fantastic job with Christmas, it is hard to beat A Christmas Carol at Silver Dollar City.
It really is. I love the classic Christmas kind of shows and movies, stuff like that. And so that's why Silver Dollar City has a win on that one with me. But overall, thinking about everything, it's got to be Dollywood for me.
Yeah, definitely.
So 3-1.
Yep. 3 for Dollywood, 1 for Silver Dollar City. Moving on to size.
I don't know which one is bigger than the other.
So let's just say this: when it comes to size, what we are deciding on is how comfortable it is. How comfortable are you with the size of the park? Now, that being said, Dollywood is a larger park due to how far it's spread out. It does have more rides than Silver Dollar City does because they are constantly expanding and constantly getting larger, as many people do enjoy to go to Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge area rather than Branson. Now, some people who are closer to Branson tend to go to Branson and vice versa. So, that being said, when it comes to me with the size of the park, I like Dollywood better.
Okay, why?
Just because there is more rides there, number one. More things for you. I'm a ride person. I like getting on rides. I like being able to have a bunch of options to get on rides. Whereas Silver Dollar City, you have Powder Keg, Wildfire, Fire in the Hole, Time Traveler.
Thunderation.
All year. Oh, well, yes, Thunderation, but we don't ride it very much.
We don't. It's an older ride that's a little. It hurts my head.
Yeah.
So.
Now, I will say that I do enjoy Mystic River Falls and the American Plunge, but they are not open year round.
Yeah.
And that is why there's that. Whereas at Dollywood, you have Wild Eagle, you have the Dragon Flyer, you have the Mystery Mine, you have Fire Chaser, Tennessee Tornado, you have Lightning Rod.
Yeah.
You have, there was one more.
Big Bear is coming in.
Big Bear is coming in, but there was another one that we rode that we really, Blazing Fury.
Yeah. Which is equivalent to Fire.
Which is equivalent to Fire in the Hole, so those two cancel each other out. So those rides are there year round also. I mean, not year round, but I mean, they're open all the time. Like whenever there's cold weather and you can't have water, you can't really ride anything. So.
Size-wise, in all the things that Dollywood has to offer, not just rides, but also like restaurants and like the craftsmanship and everything, I think, I don't know, they're kind of even for me. I don't really have an opinion on them.
Okay.
I'm kind of neutral, so my vote doesn't count, I guess.
So that is one, each park gets a point with you. So that being said, let's segue off into navigation. Which park is easier to navigate?
Okay.
So I like Silver Dollar City's navigation a lot better because it is easier to get from point A to point B faster. It's not a big giant circle like Dollywood. It is a smaller circle. There is a circle that you can go around. Okay, if you walk into the park, you take go to the right, down past Time Traveler, make a left there by the baseball shop, and go down to the bottom, and then you can circle your way back up the big hill.
You could figure eight it if you wanted to.
Bingo! You could even figure eight that park. Mm-hmm. That is something you cannot do at Silver Dollar City. So if you're trying to get from... Oh, wait. Dollywood. It's something you can't do at Dollywood. Apologize. So if you really want to, if you're trying to get to Mystic River Falls, here's a nice little, hefty little tip to you. If you're trying to get to Mystic River Falls early, and you go into the park, go straight down the middle, go down the stairs, take the little spiral ramp way that goes over the top of the trains, and you can take it down below, and you are there faster than the people who went to the left to go down the big hill, or to the right that have to take the longer way there.
So I disagree with Silver Dollar City's vote. I'm gonna go with Dollywood because I like the big circle. I like that there's not major hills at Dollywood.
The major hill can be avoided though at Silver Dollar City.
Yeah, but then you have to go all the way around in a different direction. So Dollywood is a little more flatter, and it's not as exhausting going up hills. I do wish there was a cut through the huge circle. In my opinion, that would be really, really great on the maps. However, I don't know. I like Dollywood's feel in the navigation in the park. Okay. But I will say this: it is very hard to miss the country fair area. Yes. Because the first time we went there, we missed it completely. We didn't even know where it was. We didn't pay attention. We were just doing our thing. And the second time around, when we went for Thanksgiving, we found it. And I was like, why didn't we do this in like the summertime? Because this is so much fun back in here. Yeah. So that kind of stinks. I think there needs to be kind of like some signage or something to track that.
There is very small signage, but like we could have used the app too to find it if we wanted to. But anyway, there is that. So that would be 1 point Silver Dollar City.
1 point Dollywood. So where are we at now?
So I think it's 6-4 or 5.
It's 4.
4. So 4. Okay, so now we are going to rides.
Okay.
Who has the better rides?
I was thinking about
not the most rides. Yeah. The better rides.
I was thinking about this because I'm a little indifferent, but let me work it out. Let's talk about it. So, innovation-wise, Silver Dollar City, in my opinion, is leading the pack on this one because Mystic River Falls has a freaking elevator for a water ride. Yep. And it spins you around. It's a fantastic water ride.
It is one of 2.
Right. And it does not compete with Dollywood's water rides at all. Now...
Well, there is no competition.
Right. And then you've got Time Traveler, which is an awesome ride, a spinning roller coaster ride.
It is an innovation in itself.
Yes. And it's themed very well. It's a cool ride. It's actually one of my favorites at Silver Dollar City. However, Dollywood is advancing their rides as well. You've got Big Bear that's going in right now, which looks to be like a fantastic family coaster. You've got Dragon Flyer, which I love as well. It's kind
that's
of
the newest coaster there.
It's a very cool ride. You've got Lightning Rod, which takes up off of a hill. It goes up a hill and it just takes off. And you've got...
But that can be, you have Outlaw Run that...
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
Coincides with that one.
And then you've got Fire Tracer, which I love at Dollywood. I think that is the cutest ride. I have a great time on that ride, even though it's like a family coaster. It's so much fun. So I have a hard time kind of judging this one. But if I'm gonna go innovation wise, it's gonna be Silver Dollar City's on my vote on that one.
Really?
Yeah, I just have to go on that one, and I'm so interested to see what this new building is going to be for a new ride at Silver Dollar City. I am super pumped about this. I cannot wait for them to announce. Like, you gotta give me something Silver Dollar City because I'm really excited to see what innovation ride are they gonna bring next.
I agree. So with me, I was also indifferent. I have still been thinking about this quite a bit. And I've broke it down to what place has coasters in my top 10. And Silver Dollar City actually has 2 of them in my top 10.
And what are they?
They are Time Traveler, which is actually in my top 5. Believe it or not. Time Traveler made my top 5 in coasters. Okay, number 1 is Hagrid's. Number 2, Cheetah Hunt. Number 3 is The Incredible Hulk.
Oh, I think you were going to say Time Traveler. I was waiting for
Nope.
it.
Number 4 is Time Traveler.
Wow.
Yes. And number 5 is the Batman from Six Flags St. Louis, because that was one of my first coasters that I actually rode that went upside down. And from that point on, it was just all like, yes. I'm like, okay. That being said, I want to say that Silver Dollar City takes it for me due to the fact that Mystic River Falls is a crazy innovation in itself. Time Traveler, of course, and this new ride, and the fact that Silver Dollar City has newer rides than Dollywood, more newer rides. So like Time Traveler, brand new to the park. Well, basically, it's a couple of years old, but it is newer than many of the other rides at Dollywood and the park itself. Mystic River Falls was redone, I think 2 years ago, I believe. 2 years ago.
I think it was like the Lost River before. Mm-hmm. It was kind of your typical tube ride.
Typical 6-person inner tube ride where you bounce around down a river and everything. This one is very similar, but you are put on an elevator, it takes you up, and then it spins you around and sends you down a slide, and then down like you're at a water park slide. And it goes big splash.
That's the coolest part.
That is the coolest part. I mean, it's one of the coolest rides I've ever been on. Mm-hmm. Not gonna lie. So, anyway, so I think
the score, I believe, is tied.
I believe it is tied now, 6-6.
Yeah.
Yes, 6-6. All right. So moving on to theming. Theming is the next one. I will let Ash take this one.
I'm a big theme person. Mm-hmm. Silver City has your 1800s theme.
1880s theme.
Yeah. Throughout the whole entire park, essentially. I do really like the grand, not expansion.
Exposition.
Yes. That is a great little theme area down there. I like that part of it. However, I think Dollywood takes my win on this one based on the fact that it's not just all the 1800s era. You also have like the 50s, 60s era. You've got, when you walk into the park, it's like, it feels like the 20s to me. You've got the county fair area, which kind of equivalents the grand
exposition.
There it is. And I just like that. Now, do they need work? And also they have the Wildwood Grove. I love that little area. It's very cute. You have Dolly's tree of butterflies. It's a cute area.
Family area.
Yeah. And so I love
big
that.
Bear's going.
And I just think that's Dollywood just wins it. It really does. Silver City also has Fireman's Landing, which is really cute for kids. A new ride's going in there too, so we'll see what that ends up being in that area. But other than that, like they kind of just, it's a lackluster theme for me.
Okay. Wow. A little harsh on Silver Dollar City there, which is the OG park.
It is. I'm sorry.
So, I mean, let's just remember, Dollywood used to be named Silver Dollar City.
It did, but they changed their theming and they won.
So, my vote is going to obviously be Silver Dollar City because the 1880s feel, you can see it in the park. You've still got the glass blown workers there. You have a blacksmith still. Quit your yawning.
I'm sorry.
This is not boring. So, anyway, going on, before I was rudely interrupted by a yawn. Just kidding, guys. Anyway, they still show how some woodworking is going to be done as well, back in the 1880s style. They even have a small farm area where they sometimes bring animals in as well, down below, which we have not shown you. Maybe we need to go down there and
maybe some apple butter.
Give it a little bit of a look. They even do make apple butter there as well. And it's just themed really, really well. They even have a saloon show, which is there, which that is something that I forgot to mention with the shows.
Yeah.
That is there year round, and it changes for Christmas. And you're in a saloon. That is something that Dollywood does not have. So
you could literally compare it to the drive-in.
you could, yeah,
At that
you could,
point.
because it is in that drive-in area with Reds.
Mhm.
So, but you can feel the 1880s themed all the way around there, and even whenever you go over to the Time Traveler, it is themed like you are still in the 1880s. And then when you start to get on the ride and go, you can feel it like it legitimately feels like you are on something traveling through time from the 1880s to either the future or the past, which I think is a lot of fun, and that's one of the reasons why I like it. The Grand Exposition even has a very good steampunk style feel of the, hey, we are in the 1880s and we are going into the industry age and making industrial things with like the carousel and the little spinning top thing that goes back and forth like this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put my hand in your face. But the food, even the way they cook it, is still very similar to 1880 style with a big giant griddles, skillets. Yeah. I mean, I think that Silver Dollar City is themed very, very well, even with the names like Powder Keg, Fire in the Hole, Time Traveler, Wildfire, and there was another one.
Outlaw Run.
Yes, very much 1880s themed. Even the Fireman's Landing has 1880s style fire.
It does. It's a really great themed area. I will say that. Like, I like that.
Yeah. So that is why Silver Dollar City has my vote.
So we're tied again at 7-7, y'all.
Yep, still at 7-7. All right, here we go. Attractions.
This is hard because each park has something unique to it.
Yes, it does.
Dollywood has Dolly Parton's RV that you can walk inside of.
And?
It's also got her log cabin that she grew up in. It has the largest wild eagle sanctuary.
It is the only wild eagle sanctuary in a theme park.
Yes, the largest. And that is so cool to me. And then just like hearing the eagles, their sounds, which, because I don't know if it's a squawk or if it's a
screech, or if it's a real one coming after your hot dog that you're carrying around the park. No, that really didn't.
But like that is the cool chirp. We're gonna call it chirp because I feel like that's a little more majestic than squawk. But so I just really like that, the ability to do that. However, Silver City has a cave.
Does.
The only theme park, I believe, that is built around a cave.
Well, that was the original attraction, was the cave itself.
It's true. And that is cool.
And then attendance started going down, so they started adding some other things in to bring more people there. And then that's when they started adding all the rides and stuff in as well. Yeah. Same thing happened with the Rebel Railroad style. Because, they were riding a train, and then now they had to add more attractions to bring more people in. So
he's talking about Dollywood.
Dollywood, yes. Yep.
So who takes which one to you after naming all of the unique attractions that each of them have?
At first I was going to say Dollywood due to the Eagles and her tour bus. But I got to thinking, and when you mentioned the cave, it made me remember something that they do with the cave.
What?
They utilize the cave at Silver Dollar City. And this is why I am going to pick Silver Dollar City.
Oh.
No. I think this is actually really neat.
Okay.
Okay. So what Silver Dollar City does is if you look at all of their water rides, their water rides are ran from the water that is provided by the cave.
That is cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
They utilize it very, very well. They, especially with Mystic River Falls, they pump the water out of the cave, and they use that water there that the cave has collected, because there is also a spring inside the cave, and they use that spring water there for your rides.
But you picked that over Eagles.
Picked that over Eagles. I did. Okay. They're birds. I'm just kidding. But
Poor
no.
Benjamin Franklin. No.
He wanted a turkey.
He wanted a turkey. That is true.
So, but that being said, I think that is a really nice feature that Silver Dollar City uses for the cave. And they use the thing is they are still using their original attraction to provide for another attraction to bring more people in.
You make it like a solid point, actually.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna go with Dollywood. Great pointage, going with Dollywood still.
Yeah.
I think just walking in the tour bus RV is the coolest thing ever. Seeing her cabin is so neat to see where she came from. And then the wild eagles are incredible. Not somewhere that you can just go hear an eagle in a theme park ever. I think that I thought that was just so neat to hear them. I had never heard them before. So that was cool. So we're still at 8 and 8.
8 to 8. Okay. Next up, we have the train.
Okay.
So, would you like to talk here first?
I'm gonna tell you right off, it's gonna be Silver City for me. Now I will say Dollywood's train is unique as it is a coal train. With that comes embers, and embers go into your eyes when you're riding it.
Or land on your skin.
Yes, and you're a little coated, like a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like that. I got one in my eye, and the whole time through the train, I was trying to dig into my eyeball, and that's not pleasant, unfortunately. The train does whistle and kind of sings a song with a whistle, which is neat.
Well, it's all on the engineer pulling it.
But that's a neat fact that they do. Silver Dollar City has a show with their train.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fantastic show. It's so much fun. And then they have a seasonal show with Grandfather's Story of Christmas, which you cannot beat. So it's definitely going to be Silver City for me, hands down.
So, like she said, the train at Dollywood is a coal train, although the one at Silver Dollar City is as well, but they work differently. So the train at Dollywood does run straight off of the coal and the heat and everything to provide its engine to combust and go, whereas Silver Dollar City's uses coal to pressurize a steam boiler to make the steam engine go.
Mm-hmm.
So the one at Dollywood is a much larger train. It does have to go up a bigger hill to get up to the top of a mountain.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat to me. But Silver Dollar City's is smaller and it provides a show. So the winner for that is, for me, Silver Dollar City. I don't want to get on a train and just kind of ride it, you know, like the train in Branson that you get to ride, and you get to go see some of the countryside and hear about the train and the cars, the downtown train. You know, I mean, it was really neat to see that countryside and everything and hear about some things around it. But with the train at Silver Dollar City, you actually are in an interactive show. You can take some things.
It's really neat.
It is really neat. I don't want to give much away about it just because, like, I don't want to take somebody's first experience away from them if they're riding on it for their first time, because I'm kind of hoping that this kind of sways you to go ride the ride or ride the attraction when it comes back, and the train, because it's totally worth it. Now the grandfather story on the train, that you're not losing anything there, but with the ride, with the train ride and everything, initially I will tell you that the first time I rode it and knew what was happening, I was like, oh no, we're in trouble. Like, I was a little kid, and it was like, you know how Disney magic happens for a little kid. That was very similar to me. Whenever that was happening, I was like, Grandpa, what are we going to do? So, but anyway, like I said, the train takes it for both of us.
So we're at 8 and 10.
Yep.
Silver Dollar City is leading.
Silver Dollar City is leading, not leaving, leading. So, all right. So let's get this train out of the station and move on to merch.
Okay. So you want me to go first?
Yes.
I do not have any Silver Dollar City shirts.
I
have a Dollywood shirt because I have tried to buy Silver Dollar City shirts several times and just could not find one that I like. And I will say this, like, theme park merchandise is expensive. You're gonna pay quite a bit for a shirt, up to $30. However, I want to make sure that I really like that shirt, and I'm gonna wear it. I'm wearing my Dollywood shirt because I really like it. And Dollywood had some great merch, great shirt choices. I had a hard time picking things. I actually have I have 2 Dollywood shirts. One Christmas one and then one now.
Oh yes, I forgot about your Christmas one.
I have none of Silver City, and I've tried so many times. However, disclaimer, Fire in the Holes last season.
That doesn't count though.
Right, but I put this out there. I'm getting a shirt. I'm gonna find a shirt somewhere, hopefully.
Yeah.
Please make a lot Silver City because I really like them.
Yeah, make millions. Please.
So yes.
Get the fabrics going.
They finally got some great merch in my opinion. So, but back to where we're going, Dollywood takes the win for me.
Okay, so for me, I do have a Silver Dollar City shirt. One shirt, this one right here. I wish there were more. There are some shirts that I do really like, and I just could not pull the trigger on buying them because of how expensive they were. We kind of looked at them and went,
are they really worth that?
You know, how often am I going to wear a hoodie at Silver Dollar City? And I went, well, now I realize that we're going here a lot, and I'm going to wear it quite a bit, so I should have bought one of those hoodies. I hope that I can make that change in the future. Plan to make that change in the future. Mm-hmm. Hang on a minute. Let me get to it. Let me get to it. However, the designs that Silver Dollar City had put out this year, and this is maybe a this year sort of thing, the merch options could change when it comes to like designs and the way something looks. But like there were several designs on there that I liked, but they were either the wrong color shirt for me because I'm picky when it comes to colors. I like to be very neutral or very red colors. I stay away from white for obvious reasons because I'm a messy eater. And, you know, we ride rides that contain water. I don't really want to ride a ride and get a white shirt wet.
Who wears white to a theme park?
Some people.
They're champs if they come out with it being white.
They're champs that come out with it looking like it just went through Tide bleach. You know what I'm saying?
I can't at a theme park.
I agree.
I don't even think I have any white shirts.
You have a couple.
Okay.
So, but they're not theme park ones. Now that being said, though, I have 2 Dollywood shirts. I found a couple designs that I actually really like. Some that I looked at and I was like, ooh, this isn't bad. Like, I'm not a big tie-dye person, but there was an all black and white tie-dye shirt, and I went, hey, that's up my alley. And it looked cool, and it had Dollywood across it. It was like felt very black. It was very black and white.
Yeah.
Washed in things before you wear them, though. Disclaimer. But then I also found like a short sleeve hoodie that had like the Tennessee flag on it.
That was actually really cool.
It looks like Captain America's like shield, but it actually has the 3 stars like in a Tennessee flag, and it's like a black and gray like heather, like deep heather, like heather weathered shirt, hoodie style, and it just says Dollywood across the top of one of like the red rings, and I absolutely like it a lot. So for me, merch goes to Dollywood as well.
So we're tied again. At 10 and 10. What I was going to say earlier is I do not like wearing merch from one park to another park. It's like blasphemy for me. I will not wear Disney gear at Universal or Silver Dollar City. But I feel like it's okay to wear Silver Dollar City and Dollywood stuff together because they're like under the same umbrella company.
I'm all right with that.
So I feel like that's okay.
Well, that's like wearing a Universal shirt to Universal Studios Hollywood whenever it says Universal Studios Orlando.
We're okay with that. I'm okay with that. But
or wearing a Disneyland shirt to Disney World, which you have done.
Yeah, it's okay. That's okay.
It's okay.
I don't know. It feels like it's like you're cheating on a park or something. I don't know.
I can see that.
It's a little odd, probably.
A little bit.
It's like a little tick for me.
Yeah. So your winner there is what now? Oh wait,
we're tied again at 10-10.
Tied to 10-10. Okay. Moving on to parking.
The parking situation.
Can I go first, please? Because I'm usually the one that's driving. Okay.
Fair.
It is totally fair. All right. So to get into Silver Dollar City, I think is very easy on where to pull in and where to go. Same with Dollywood. They're both very easy. One thing I will say, though, is Silver Dollar City is free.
Free parking.
Free parking.
We like free.
We do like free.
When it comes to theme parks.
Now, however, we may like free, but we paid for preferred quite a bit this year.
And we got a discount. We didn't pay one time.
Yes. Out of all of them, we didn't pay one time because we got there super early, and the free parking was basically right there at the edge of preferred. So we went, let's go there.
There's a skillet for us.
Yeah, yeah. So I will say that I like that aspect. Mm-hmm. The parking lot itself at Silver Dollar City, at least it was, atrocious. It was awful to try and get out. You had to go into oncoming traffic at one point. You had to cross traffic with people coming in. And they've since done construction like we talked about in our last video. And hopefully all of these issues are resolved and redone because it looks like they have done a ton of work.
And I feel like they're maybe hopefully like leveling it out a little bit more because, and you should include these photos because it looks like it's leveling out. It was all on hillsides. It was very, I don't know. I did not like the parking situation.
Some up there up on top is getting leveled out. It looks like a little bit flatter for you to walk on.
Yeah.
Now there's still some parking lots that are going to be down below just because you can't move 50 feet, 80 feet of dirt.
So let's talk about Dollywood then. I want to talk about Dollywood.
Okay.
Okay, so in Dollywood's parking, it is very leveled.
Yeah, it's all flat.
All flat. Now, during the summertime, I think that, so parking wise, is $25 for regular parking. If you want preferred parking, it was $40. I think $25 for parking is a lot. But you also have to think about, Disney World parking is more expensive than that. Universal parking is more expensive than that. But they are level A theme parks as well.
S tier.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't like paying for parking generally, but the parking, it was a not hill. You're not walking up a hill or anything. You're walking straight through. 10-minute walk, if that. It was fine during the summertime.
So to stop you there, let me just explain to you guys how each parking lot is set up. So number one, when it comes to Silver Dollar City, you have preferred park. You have the handicap parking all the way up in front. I'm sorry, I did that again. Face. So handicap parking is all the way up in the front. Then you come down a little bit, and then you've got preferred parking right here. At least this is how it was set up. Things may have changed. Remember, they're doing construction. So then you have preferred parking here. Lot A, Lot B, Lot C is right over here. And then like Lot D is all the way down here. And then Lot E, and then apparently there's a Lot F somewhere, but I don't think it exists.
It's like the Twilight Zone, you've lost your car.
Yeah, I think you're down off in the...
Don't even go to Silver Dollar City if you're in Lot F.
I mean, I don't know. It's like, I think it's Lot F for,
I'm sorry. I just can't. It's horrendous. It is horrendous parking situation.
It is. It's kind of all over the place. Now, we do hope that it has all changed and it has flowed a little bit better. Dollywood, okay? You've got preferred parking up the hill right up here. Walk right in right there. Okay, down a small little hill about the same as Silver Dollar City's hill that you walk up in the park.
And I will say maybe that is the worst freaking hill to walk.
But it's not very long.
When you leave. I hate it.
Now, Dollywood, you have your handicap parking right here. And then you have Lot A, Lot B, Lot C, Lot D, Lot F. I mean, it's all like a J. It makes a J.
And then they also have parking across the street as well for Christmas time and everything.
But that is for their Splash Country.
But they open it up during Christmas
They do
time.
open it up for you to park there for Christmas time because it does get huge.
Yep.
Now, you do not have to walk from these locations to the front of the parks. There are locations on both of them. Yes, on both of them. You can walk up to a little gazebo pavilion type area and wait for a trolley to come pick you up, and they will drive you to the front or to the back of the line. Now, one thing that I think Dollywood is wasting is there is a lot of open space there that I feel like they could have used for the handicapped people, in my opinion, which is right up front there. There's like a massive open spot that might actually just be used for big long lines. So who knows? But
security too.
Yes, for me, this is a very tough decision because we do like the fact that it is free, even though we did pay the $14 for preferred at Silver Dollar City, but we also paid for preferred at Dollywood
during Christmas season.
Which I
Pays
think
for itself.
you should do. That is a must because we looked at the line to get out during Christmas, like there's celebration and everything, and you have to exit through, just like Silver Dollar City, you have to exit through their
big gift shop,
giant gift shop, an emporium, and it looked like you were packed in there like sardines.
It looked miserable.
It did.
And then there's a separate entryway for preferred parking, and they did on point for that.
Yes.
If I was going in summer, I would not use preferred.
But Silver Dollar City, your preferred parking and your regular parking and general parking all exits in the same spot.
Which at the end of the night can cause chaos. Especially during Christmas time, after you leave, like after a parade or something, everybody's leaving at the same time. I mean, it took us, I should have timed it, but
it took us about 15 to 30 minutes to just get out.
And you were like
walking.
Shoulder to shoulder with people, and they were directing you certain ways, and the ways that they were directing was just chaos. So I just said, forget this. We're going the way that we want to go, which is probably not the best thing to do, but I was looking for the shortcuts through the whole thing because, I shoulder to shoulder can't do it.
Nope. So let's get to the
voting.
Dollywood's
got it.
Dollywood has it for me too. The fact that you have separate preferred and exits, and just the parking is flat and much easier to navigate, even to get out.
Yeah, I mean, that's the key right there.
That is the big key for me. When you are driving, you pull into, like, there's literally, it comes like your main street loops in to get into the lots, and then it makes a big old circle back around and follows it back around. There is a clear go this direction. Silver Dollar City did not have that for me.
As you can tell, we are very passionate about parking.
Very, very, very passionate.
So, Dollywood takes the win on these. It is going to be 12 to 10.
I believe so, yes.
At this point.
Yep. Let's see here. We go back to now your favorite.
Christmas time?
Nope.
Oh.
Your park. Your favorite park.
Oh, just like overall favorite park?
Or should we wait for that to the end?
It should wait to the end.
Let's wait for the end to that one. So let's move on to
leave on.
Which one has the better Christmas?
That's why I was like my favorite.
Yeah.
Man, this is hard.
This is very hard, but I have mine.
Okay, what is it?
Mine is Silver Dollar City, hands down. One of my favorite stories is A Christmas Carol when it comes to Christmas time, and that show is just iconic. Like I'll go watch it 3 times if I could, but she won't. Yes. I also like the fact that when you go into the saloon, they have changed it to be Christmas themed.
Yeah, decor-wise and everything.
Decor-wise, and even the show.
The
show itself is changed. Whereas, like at Dollywood, if you go to the drive-in thing, they don't make it Christmas themed. They don't turn it Christmas. They change it around completely to a whole other different story.
It's a Christmas story though. Like,
it is a Christmas story,
the night before Christmas.
Yes, but I'm not a big fan.
Decor-wise and stuff.
I'm not a big fan of that one.
So,
but I will say that the reason I do enjoy Silver Dollar City better is I think that their lights overpower all the lights that are at Dollywood. Dollywood's lights are spread out, whereas when you go into Midtown, it is just Christmas threw up everywhere, and it's all over the place.
You can see it from the moon.
You can see it from outer space and the moon, and you even get a parade, which Silver Dollar City, or not Silver Dollar City, but Dollywood did not have. Now, I will say that Dollywood's tree tells a story.
That is really cool.
Which is really neat. But Silver Dollar City's tree is the exact same tree and could be programmed to tell a story as well.
It could, but they didn't. They don't.
They didn't.
They don't.
They don't need to because it's better.
But Dollywood also does a drone fireworks show. However, we didn't get to experience it because of dry weather.
Unfortunately, yes.
So that's a really cool aspect that Dollywood adds.
I think that's their plug-in for parade.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be their equivalency, so you can't like really rate. I would rather see the drone show than the parade. I was not a fan of the parade.
The parade could be a little longer.
It could be.
Could be.
I was a little lackluster on that one. Light-wise, Silver City gets it based on that. The tree, I love the tree at Dollywood. I love the story of Black Bear meets Polar Bear. They're friends. I like that. Cousins. I like that. I'm just kind of thinking to myself. The music show at Dollywood was better to me. Christmas in the Smokies. Show-wise was very cool. But I also like Christmas Carol as well. Mm-hmm. It's that traditional classic story. So they kind of weigh out again to me. They kind of just tie in a way. They kind of do because they equal each other out.
Okay, well, let me hit you with this. Could you find hot chocolate at Dollywood?
No. We had a hard time finding hot chocolate.
Couldn't find hot chocolate at Hollywood.
You can find that everywhere.
You can find that just about everywhere at Silver City.
And the taste of Christmas. What's the wassail? Wassail. I'm sorry, that does not sound like hillbilly or 1800s to me, but like
not.
Wassail.
It's not. It's just an apple cider type drink. It's called a wassail.
It literally tastes like you had just ate Christmas or drank Christmas in a liquid form. I don't know. It's not the best. It's not. It just, I don't know. it feels like you ate a Christmas ornament is what it tastes like. That's what it would taste like, I think. Anyways, all right, Silver City will take that one.
Ooh, we tied 12-12.
And I hate that.
You hate that?
I hate that because I like both of them.
All right, well, so for the very last one, it is the overall favorite park.
Excuse me.
I don't know why this is so boring to you.
No! I'm gonna go with Dollywood.
Dollywood? Wow.
Because it's Dolly Parton.
That's your only reason?
No. Let me take a moment here. You have an icon representing the park. She owns the park. Her family's running the park with her. You're walking by her cousins and her aunts, and it is the heritage, the family aspect of that park is so cool. And they're just regular people. You're bumping up against them, and I like that. I like the wholesome of Dollywood. I like that she gives back to her park. She comes and does openings for the park. She makes announcements there. Can I go on about how amazing Dolly Parton is? No. But I think that's why I like Dollywood. I like a lot of aspects of it. I think they're doing things great there.
Okay. Mine is Silver City. Both parks are going to tie in this video.
He would do that. You would do that just to make a tie.
I did not. And we did not plan for it to be a tie, to be honest. We did our lists separately for this video. And I'm kind of very surprised that it tied because I thought that there was going to be a 1 point difference. Like while we were sitting here like going through this, I'm sitting here going like,
You did your list ahead. I just flew by the seat of my pants during this. But
that's also true. But it's Silver City for me just because I really enjoy being there. Does
it have like nostalgia to you?
It does. It does.
Childhood memories.
It's my first theme park.
Okay.
It is my first theme park that I ever went to. I have a lot of, I rode my first roller coaster there with my grandfather, Fire in the Hole and Thunderation, all in one day. Like, it was a lot of fun. I really remember it. I really like Silver City just because I love watching it grow and get bigger. Like, I remember when the Fireman's Landing went in, and it was actually called, like, the Kids Zone or something like that.
Oh, I remember that.
And they used to shoot water out of the water guns instead of little balls. Like, it used to be, like, the Splash Zone or something. And
it felt like a McDonald's play zone is what it felt like.
It felt like a McDonald's play zone, except you were shooting water at your friends and across the way. It was a ton of fun. You had the Buzzsaw Falls back in the day before Powder Keg took it over. which that was a lot of fun.
I can't believe you remember that. I don't remember that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then you had, of course, the toboggan ride, which you can still see remnants of. That's that big giant tower that's sitting up there. That's how I discovered that I was frightened of heights, because the first time I went on it was with my mom. I was like 8 to 10 years old. I don't know. I was tall enough to ride it, and my mom's like, "Come on!" I'm all like, I got to like the third story, and I went, "I'm done. I can't go any further." But she made me go, and I thank her for it because it is a fun ride. The last time I rode it was actually my senior year of high school.
You thank her for your fear of heights?
I thank her for forcing me to get on that ride because it was a lot of fun.
I know, I'm just playing with you.
But I really do enjoy that ride. It was a lot of fun. I hope, actually, like I think something that would be really neat for that thing is if they turned it into like a gondola that you can go around the park, kind of like a people mover sort of deal.
I love people movers.
But anyway, so that's going to be it. They're going to tie. Both parks are going to tie, unfortunately, even though Silver Dollar City is better. And I'm just kidding. Both parks are going to tie at 13 and 13. What a lucky number those are. But those are our opinions of each park also. And we think that you should plan to go to both. Both have their own uniqueness and their amazingness for your family and entertainment-wise, especially. Now, if you are looking for coasters, like if you are thrill seekers to go for coasters and you want to ride nothing but coasters, Dollywood. Okay? If you want a more relaxed coaster feel, a couple other rides that are not so thrilling, like super crazy, Silver Dollar City.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to see some of the old ways of doing things, as in like the blacksmith, the glass blowing stuff, and the food. You have way more food options for more picky eaters, I think, at Silver Dollar City than you do Dollywood.
I think you should also just tell us what you think is best.
Yeah.
If you've been to both parks, let us know. If you haven't, you can still tell us your favorite park.
Yeah, that's fine. So anyway, with that being said, if you guys don't want to miss any more of our theme park videos, Silver Dollar City videos, which we are going to be going to opening weekend next weekend. It's going to be amazing. We're so excited to get back into the parks, and we may have something planned for y'all. But anyway, that being said, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that
bell notification button,
so that you guys don't miss any more of our Silver Dollar City or theme park videos. With that,
bring on the next adventure.
Bye guys.